What the business is, YouTube family? This is another Sticky Situation TV presents. Before we start this video, please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel right now if you haven't already. This is my full-time job and how I support me and my family. I'm trying to reach 50k subscribers. Shout out to all my supporters, I appreciate every one of y'all. Anyways, let's get to the video. Today, we're going back to the Dirty South, in the great state of Texas, in the city of Houston. So a few months back, when I first started doing content like this on my channel, I did a few Pimp videos about his strange mysterious death back in December 2007. The videos blew up and did big numbers. I totally didn't expect all of that to happen, but the reason why the videos did so good is because no one talks about Pimp C's death. It seemed like it was being swept under the rug. Pimp C's cousin Edgar did an interview where he put the person who allegedly is responsible for Pimp C's death on blast. The alleged person that took out Pimp C is a man that goes by the name Larry or LA, and some even refer to him as Buddy. After that interview dropped with Pimp C's cousin, I instantly made a video speaking about the whole strange situation. I started doing some research and just started noticing that things didn't quite make sense. Long story short is, while I was doing my research, one thing really popped out to me. Besides hearing about this dude Larry who allegedly took out Pimp C, I came across some interviews with Pimp C's wife Shannara. In those interviews, she would give out this strange energy and it definitely didn't seem right.
My thing is that it annoys the out of me that they say Chad died of drink, because that's not how he died. And it's not true. That's the other part, because I ask people, can you kill yourself twice? No, I'm just asking, can you kill, not to my knowledge, so you can't die from sleep apnea and die from, like, come on. Yeah. Then I was just there, so it's not like, yeah.
Oh wait, you was in California?
Yeah, like I left, long story short, shit again. I left to move the car. We were rushing, as usual. We're on trail time. Okay, so.
Divine time and trail time. That's the time
Mike
she be
Mo,
on for
you know
real.
Mike Mo. Stacy Mo. Stacy works at Bush. So we already been in California a day. She hits me and like, Shannara, you better move the car or have somebody send me the keys, something, because if they move it last time, we actually got a blowout. Dude told us to the side. So I was like, oh shit, I know I shouldn't have parked there. Yeah, so I was like, well, tomorrow we're going back. Oh, the eventful night, I forgot. Damn, our days seem like multiple days. I just thought about that. I did. Me and Mike came back in from New York, right? And Jeezy had a concert out here. That's when we all came. I was like, are we really going to this man concert? I love it. And I'm going to work with drama soon. I'm already putting that out. I'm already putting that out. But I can totally remember him looking like, and I was like, what? And he took off and I was like, what the fuck? Like, dog, we are not about to intimidate this man, or like,
Right.
Oh God, we're already here. We're intimidating. This is not right. To a certain extent, I'm like, we got shit to do. We about to have a whole new life going, you know? It's about to be something else. Like, okay, we showed up, we showed out. Let's get the fuck on out of here. Yeah. Then there was the strip, you know, that whole thing. So we were tired by the time we got there. And he was supposed to go meet DJ Paul, right? And I was supposed to wake him up, but I didn't, because it's like, you're tired. I didn't know Paul was riding around, because me and Paul not too long talked about that too. He was riding around LA because they were shooting their reality show, so he didn't want anybody, because I was like, well, you could just go to this fucking house or get, yeah. But he didn't want anybody to know where their house was while they were filming. I didn't know. So kind of was upset and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, well, you got attitude. I might want to move the car myself. I'm going, and I wanted to go, what's the club that had the skyboard? Had, was it some
Sky Gardens.
Yes, they had band and food. I kind of wanted to go there that night, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll go move the car. Then just meet him, he got to come back. He had to come back first thing in the morning because he had to go to probation. So get the hell out of here. I already had fun. And then waiting for him, I was like, something ain't right, because he left me a voicemail. I just never listen to voicemail. I didn't listen to it until about 2 weeks later. Corey Moe or Mike Moe ever saved it for me, and I was like, it kind of freaked me out. But he was telling me about his whole day, his whole night. He was like, man, I was the hype man, and blah, blah, blah. It was just weird. It was kind of freaked me out. Yeah, but it was kind of odd too, because we don't really leave voicemails, you know. But he was pissy, and I'm like how I normally am, and you ain't gonna touch me, not like that, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, that's what happens to me. That's what goes on in marriage. Like, whatever. I did park the car at the wrong place, and yeah, I did bitch about getting another Bentley. So if we have to get a third, that, to me, that's just crazy. 2 Bentleys, you should have a house equivalent to. This is stupid. Yeah. So no, I'm just saying, this is stupid. No, yeah.
That's a woman.
Just wife stuff.
Like, this is stupid.
Like, you're not going to get another toy.
But he agreed with me too. So before he passed, we were going to turn them all in and just get a bunch of Cadillacs. Now I'm cool with that. We can get SUV, truck, a car, little one, the car. You can do.
Yeah. For sure.
That interview was so awkward and strange. I made a whole video about that interview and just how strange she was acting. That was definitely not a good look on her part, especially after I explained everything in this video. I started doing more research and found out how a lot of Pimp C's people weren't too fond of her either. Most of them had a lot of bad things to say about her. Even Pimp C's mother had a lot to say about her on her last interview before she passed away. If you haven't seen the video I made about Pimp C's wife, I'll put it on the top right corner right now, so click it if you want to check the video out. In that video, I pointed out how she was doing these interviews, but instead, she embarrassed Pimp C. She was rambling all over the place, not really making sense. As I listened to the interview, I couldn't help but to think that she was guilty of something. The fact that she left her husband all alone in LA with this strange person, Larry, didn't sit well with me. Her story didn't really make sense to me. Her excuse was that she left Pimp C all alone in LA because when they got to the airport in Texas to fly to California, she parked a Bentley in a no parking zone area. I didn't understand why she would park their nice expensive vehicle in a no parking zone area before leaving out of town to LA. It seemed as if she meant to do that on purpose, just so she had an excuse to leave Pimp C in LA while she flies back to Texas. No wife would ever leave their husband's side, especially the fact Pimp C was on probation and had to check in with his probation officer the next morning. So this is where things get really strange in this story. After all these videos coming out recently about Pimp C and the truth, the story would just get stranger and stranger. About a couple months ago, Pimpin' Ken and Pimp C's protege 17 the Hog did an interview on a channel called Ugly Money TV, where 17 the Hog gets asked about the man Larry who allegedly took out Pimp C. In that interview, 17 gets asked if it's true that after Pimp C's death, did Pimp C's wife Shannara marry the man Larry, aka Buddy, that allegedly took out Pimp C? 17 doesn't answer the question, but definitely makes it clear that the answer is yes.
I want Ugly Money to, because there's a lot going on in there talking about Pimp C's death.
Okay.
And just saying, sir, so I want you to clear that up for us, brother.
Yeah, because who was a guy named Buddy?
Man named Larry.
Okay.
We called him L.A. That was his name. He was, I don't know. Shout out to Mississippi. He was in Mississippi, but he was from Jacktown.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know him. You feel me? When I got there, I didn't know him, but Pimp would always tell me like, well, LA say you the coldest one. You know what I'm saying? Because it was always between me and Toe for Pimp as his rappers. You know what I'm saying? And so I ain't really knowing. He would be at the shows like at different cities we would go to. He would just be there. but we was Ken could tell you it was a f***ing entourage of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big,
Like
big family.
yeah, I didn't pay him no particular attention. You know what I'm saying?
He was just there.
Yeah, I knew he favored me, and I knew he was from the SIP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you from Mississippi, if another from there, you gonna know about him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that was, yeah. His name is Larry though, L.A.
Now,
They call it. If anybody read the book, then you'll know that. I told you Beverly about 900,000 times. She need to do an audio version because they don't read. You can't get mad at me for telling the truth.
now is it true that Pimp C's wife married a man named Buddy? Same Buddy? There it is.
Hey,
I just
you
do my
already
research.
know all the answers.
I just do my research,
All
man.
the answers.
Man, did y'all hear that? This is a sticky situation right here, so let me get it straight. So Pimp C's wife left to Texas to move the Bentley from the no parking zone, leaving Pimp C alone with a shady dude named Larry, which resulted to Pimp C dying after Larry spiked his lean cup with cyanide. Soon after, Pimp C's wife Shannara ends up marrying the same exact dude, Larry. So after all this happened to Pimp C, his wife Shannara actually married the dude that's suspected of murdering Pimp C. There's definitely something not right about the situation. I always knew Shannara looked and acted suspicious. It makes me think, was Pimp C's death planned? Why would she go and marry the dude that supposedly took him out? It's like Larry wanted to take over everything Pimp C had. Not too long after Pimp C's death, Larry had an argument with Pimp C's mom saying that UGK is his and he's going to be taken over. Did Larry think UGK was his because Pimp C allegedly owed him $1 million? I can just picture Larry wanting everything Pimp C had. Who knows how he even ended up with Pimp C's wife. My question is, why didn't nobody ever put them on blast? Like, we're just hearing it in 2024. He probably was thinking he was the new Pimp C, so he needed Pimp C's wife, and it probably turned her on or something, that she was with the man that supposedly took her husband out the game. Like some weird fetish type stuff. It's a cold game out there. You can't trust nobody these days. Friends, you can't trust no wives, because at the end of the day, when you're gone and not in this world no more, life just goes on. They don't care. Like, how can she get with the man that took out her man? Because she was a part of it probably, and that's why a lot of people don't speak about the situation, because they're scared to talk about it. And that's why she's never doing interviews. We never see her around. You never see Pimp C's wife doing any type of interviews or being on social media doing anything, because she's so quiet, because she knows if you watch her interviews, she just looks suspicious. She comes off as being someone you can't trust, and it's not just we think like that, it's the truth. You would think after all these interviews coming out with the whole situation that she would come out and defend herself and fight against everyone's word, but she just stays silent. She doesn't say nothing. She doesn't respond to nothing, and that right there is a red flag. You would think if it was you and anybody was putting all this dirt on your name, you would definitely come out and tell everybody what you think and what's the truth. But the fact that she stays quiet and doesn't even want to entertain the subject is because there's something more to the story, and she knows it. Anyways, I don't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to make a quick video for the people that liked my Pimp C videos I made a few months back. I was making videos about the whole Pimp C situation back to back for a while, but then I stopped doing them because I didn't want people thinking that my YouTube channel was only a Pimp C channel. So I kind of slowed down on it, but I never talked about this situation. If you haven't seen my other Pimp C videos, go back and watch every Pimp C video I've done. They're really good. I'm like the first one to talk about the whole situation with his wife. I think I'm the only video out there on YouTube where I made a video about his wife only. It's crazy because I didn't think those videos would blow up the way they did. Like, I really just made a Pimp C video because I'm a Pimp C fan, and it blew up. Like, they did numbers, all of them. And but I quit doing them because I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to be a Pimp C channel, so I slowed down on it. But I really want to talk about this situation. It's crazy to me. It's like more and more stuff keep coming out about the whole Pimp C situation, and I feel like one day we'll find the truth. And even though the truth is already out there, but it's all allegedly, I think someday the real truth will come out. Anyways, I'm going to put an end to it right there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel right now if you haven't already. I have a lot of dope projects on the makings right now, so make sure you're on the lookout for those. If you haven't seen none of my Pimp C videos, make sure you check those out. I'm going to put those videos on the end of this video right here for you guys to check out. So click on whatever Pimp C video you want to watch. They're all really good. Anyways, I'm going to put an end to it right there. Thank you to all my supporters. And until next time, I'm out.